Shabbat Shalom. What a week this has been, and we are glad to come to Shabbat to be able to celebrate the peace and the quiet and the sense of holiness and of joy that is Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, page 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech Malchei Amalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech Malchei Amalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kovachem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech Malchei Amalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech Malchei Amalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedkem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei
You abide though all things change. I'm anxious and fearful, and I turn my heart to you, looking to you and leaning on your strength. It is written, blessed is the one whose strength is in you. Bless me now with faith and courage. Help me to feel that you are with me, steadying and sustaining me with the assurance that I am loved. Be with me and bring me hope, that in the days to come my aspirations will be fulfilled for my good and the good of those I love who depend on me. Banish my fears with the sense that you are always present to uphold and sustain me. As it is written, have no fear, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with the power of my righteousness. Page 130, L'chuna ranana l'Adonai. Come, let us sing to Adonai.
L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai. Rihanna, Rihanna, Tzuri, Shenu, Kama Fana, Betoda. Rihanna, Rihanna, Tzuri, Shenu, Bismira, Rihanna. Lechuneranenda, 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 Adonai. Lechuneranenda, 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 Adonai.
Bottom of page 131.
Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Betagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Betagel haaretz. Hiramayam, 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 Umlo, Hiramayam, 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 Umlo, Yado Savai, Bechol Asher Pos, Yaranenu, Kol Hatzayar, Lifnei Adonai, Kiva, Kiva, Ishvot haaretz, Ishvot tevel, Betzedek, Be'amim, Be'emunato.
Middle of page 137. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Adonai bestowed strength upon our people. Bless our people with peace.
Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo.
To invite Julian Kukaka to lead us in Lechado D, page 138.
לך לך
לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה.
זכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה, לה 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 לה, להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה, להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת להובן אל כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נשואה, זו מעשה במחשבתי, לה 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 להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, כי באורך קומי, יהודי שתדברי, כבוד אדוני אלייך נקרא לה להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
Turn to the door, we welcome the Shabbat bride.
אורי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולוה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי הלה, בואי הלה. להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. להדודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
Page 140, Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat, a song for the Sabbath day.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונת בלילות, עלי עשור ועלינה ולעלי היגיון ובחינות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, לזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון. ושימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנה. מגן לו מעשה אדוני מאוד, עמדו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר
לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון,
ולזמר לשמך עליון.
Tomorrow morning, Cole Schneiderman is going to become a bar mitzvah. Yes, it is happening. He's pretty excited. You just don't see it. And we are going to invite Cole and his mom, Lauren, to come and light our Shabbat candles. If you'd like to follow along, I think it's on page 120. Turning to page 146. Page 1.
Baruch et Adonai Hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
Page 148.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from another. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
Baruch atah Adonai Amari v'Rabim.
Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai
Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated and join me in the chanting of Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta ba'am בשבתך, בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
Page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Mi chamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילו אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום. עמידנו שומרנו לחיים, השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, ועמידנו שומרנו ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפל. שמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולית עולם.
We rise for Amidah, page 164.
אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי אגיד את תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק, אלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל, אלוהי לאה. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, כומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניכם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, בחיה כל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחייב ומצמיח ישועה. נאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
May be seated. Our God, God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai, our God, grant us as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat.
ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you. In this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence.
Baruch ata Adonai shalcha levatcha beiran navod modim anachnu lach.
When we behold your heaven, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us, we mortals that you take note of us? You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah
Adonai, Atov Shimcha, Ulecha Laelehoto. Shalom Rav al Israel Amka, Tasim Leolam. 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 Ki ata umelech Adon bechol hashalom. Ki ata umelech Adon bechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Israel Amka, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel Amka, Tasim Leolam. וטוב עיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Before we take a moment for silent personal prayer, we think about our friends and neighbors, members of our community, members of our own family who are in need of a blessing of healing. On this Shabbat, we are especially thinking about John Brand, Shayla Carvajal, Elliot Citron, Mimi Citron, Rita Gold, Abby Hurwitz, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Sandra Crumbine, Dixie Lampert, Barbara Liebling, Barry Sugar, Mark Silverman, Nancy Simon, Rose Singer, Murray Swift, Kevin Webb, Sarah Wolf, Gotti Moses, and all those who remain as hostages. Mishaberach Avatenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov, Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, Hu Yivarech v'Yirah Pei et HaCholim, Kodesh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Alehem, V'Lachak Limam V'Larapotam V'Lachachazikam V'Lachachiotam, V'Ishlach Bimheira Refuah Shlema, complete healing, Refuah Nefesh, a healing of the soul, Urefuah Guf, a healing of the body, B'Toch Shar Cholei Israel, Hashta Ba'agalau V'Zman Kariv and Omar, we say, Amen. Take a moment for silent personal prayer.
page 180. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Iu lerazzo imbrefi fi vegyon libi iu lerazzo imbrefi fi vegyon libi befanecha. May the word of my mouth and the prayer of my heart be acceptable to you. Let us soul in the field, vegani be the faneha.
Following Tuesday's election, some of you are celebrating and some of you are commiserating. Regardless of your feelings about the outcome of the election, Aaron Dorfman from A More Perfect Union, the Jewish Partnership for Democracy, wrote an important reminder. Let us take a moment to share our gratitude for the ability to choose our leaders, a remarkable responsibility and power that most people around the world don't have. At the same time that we appreciate and celebrate that we've once again experienced a free and fair election, it's important to reiterate that a healthy democracy requires more than free and fair elections alone. Many authoritarian governments around the world have come to power through elections. Tonight, I don't want to talk about parties or personalities or even policies or philosophies. There'll be plenty of time to do that over the next 4 years, just as I have done for the past 22 years. Tonight, I want to offer a teaching straight from this week's Torah portion, Lech Lecha. In the opening verses, God tells Abraham to Lech Lecha me'artzecha, go forth from your native land. It's with these words that we see the beginnings of the Jewish people. Abraham is summoned to leave his homeland in Ur, a place of comfort, and move to an unknown land. The land is not just unknown in the sense that Abraham doesn't know the language or the culture or the geography or the climate, but unknown in that God does not even tell Abraham the name of where he is going. Simply, go to a land I will show you. I can only imagine the fear, the concern, the lack of clarity that Abraham must have felt as he is called to an unknown future. There's a parable out of Jewish tradition that offers a beautiful insight into that moment. From Bereshit Rabbah, from Genesis Rabbah, the great Midrashic collection, God says to Abram, go forth from your land. Rabbi Yitzhak said, this may be compared to a man who was traveling from place to place when he saw a palace all lit up. Noting that such a beautiful illuminated palace must have been built by someone, he says, is it possible that this palace has no one in charge of it? The master of the palace looked out and said, I am the owner of this palace. Similarly, Abraham, our father, said, is it possible that this world has no master, no one to look after it? The Holy Blessed One looked out and said, I am the master of the universe. And then God said to Abraham, Lech Lecha. In a classical sense, this midrash suggests that Abraham comes to believe in what we call the teleological, I worked on that word, I've known it for a long time, the teleological argument for the existence of God. Such a beautiful world with such order and wonder, like a many-roomed palace, must have a master watching over it. But the brilliance of this text is found in the words for illuminated palace, Birah Doleket. In Hebrew, Birah Doleket can be translated not as a palace all illuminated, but rather as a palace completely on fire. In this version, the traveler sees a building completely on fire and thinks, well, someone must have built that thing. Where the heck is he? By and by, the owner of the palace sticks his head out and says, I'm the master of the palace. The Midrash now means that Abraham sees the world as a dumpster fire. He thinks, where the heck is the creator of the world? Has God completely stopped paying attention? And then Adonai reveals God's self as the master of the world. For many of you, you are feeling the same fear, concern, and lack of clarity that Abraham must have felt as he is called to an unknown future. For you, the palace that is America is burning, and you, like Abraham, are wondering, where is the owner? Your question does not arise from contemplation or wonder. It is more like an exclamation of horror. Is this really what the world is like? You are wondering when God will appear and say, perhaps reassuringly, perhaps matter-of-factly, I got this. I am the owner of the world. For others, to paraphrase Ronald Reagan, America is that illuminated palace on a hill, shining city on a hill, that shining palace on a hill. You're like Rashi, who sees the illumination as a reflection of the stars and the sun and the moon, all under God's control. You are confident that there will be someone tending the palace. In his seminal book, God in Search of Man, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel taught, there are those who sense the ultimate questions in moments of wonder, in moments of joy. There are those who sense the ultimate questions in moments of horror, in moments of despair. It is both the grandeur and the misery of living that makes humanity sensitive to the ultimate questions. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, in reflecting on our Midrash, teaches that what haunts us about the Midrash is not just Abraham's question, but God's reply. God gives an answer that is no answer. God says, in effect, I'm here, without explaining the flames. God doesn't attempt to put out the fire. It is as if, instead, God were calling for help. God made the building, man set the fire, and only man can put out the flames. Abraham asks God, where are you? God asks man, why did you abandon me? So begins a dialogue between earth and heaven that has no counterpart in any other faith and which has not ceased for 4,000 years. In these questions, which only the other can answer, God and man find one another. Perhaps only together they can extinguish the flames. I want to conclude with another moment in biblical history when a traveler sees something aflame. Now Moses, tending the flock of his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian, drove the flock into the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mount of God. An angel of the Lord appeared to him in a blazing fire out of a bush. He gazed, and there was a bush all aflame, yet the bush was not consumed. Moses said, I must turn aside from this to look at this marvelous sight. Why doesn't the bush burn up? When the Lord saw that he had turned aside to look, God called to him out of the bush, Moses, Moses, and he answered, Hineni, here I am. Whether you see the American palace illuminated or you see the American palace all in flames, perhaps the questions for this moment are not who is in charge, but how can I say, Hineni, here I am, ready to serve? And how can I have faith that even if I see something ablaze, that it will survive? Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to turn back in our Sidurim to page 586. I'm going to invite the congregation to rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, אלא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל עבודה, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We turn our thoughts to those who are no longer with us, those who have left us with the gift of memory. We remember these, the yortzites of our congregants' loved ones whom we've commemorated over the past week. Max Banner, Beulah Cohen, Benjamin Davis, Joseph Feldman, Sandra Victoria Frankel, Arlene Durst Frederick, Irma Ills, Louis A. Kastenbaum, Louis Jacob Leader, Phyllis Meyer, Yitzhak Rabin, Irene Smith, and all those who are remembered on our memorial walls here in the sanctuary. We join together for Kaddish at Home, Mourners College, page 598. We invite the congregation to please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah,
Amen.
be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uv'izman kari v'imru.
Amen.
Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudashah.
B'richu.
Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru.
Amen.
Yehi shlama Rabbah min shamaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom birmomav u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved. Together let's say
Amen.
amen. May be seated. Once again, I want to wish all of you a Shabbat Shalom. I want to say thank you to Mauricio Asael for serving as our greeter this evening, and all of our service sponsors. Big happy birthday to Adam Lieberman, and thank you to his family, Anat and Rachel and Elijah, for sponsoring. To, of course, our bar mitzvah Cole and his parents, Lauren and Jeremy, thank you for sponsoring. We're looking forward to tomorrow morning. Make sure you get lots of good sleep. Okay? To Julia Saltpeter in memory of her mother, Irma Ills, and Roz Silverman in memory of her sister, Sandra Victoria Frankel. We're past the High Holy Days, which means people are getting back into the swing of things. And just a reminder that there are opportunities for you to nurture your soul, to nurture your Jewish life, and to nurture your Jewish knowledge. Every Saturday, online, on our Zoom channel, we do Torah study from 9 until about 10:10. And I encourage you, you don't need to know anything, okay? Just come on. You don't even need to have the text. I put them up on the screen, but a chance for you to join. You can be totally quiet, and I encourage you to join us. If Saturday mornings are not your thing, and during the week it's a little easier, twice a month on the first and third Thursdays, I teach Talmud. Again, you don't need any previous knowledge. Every lesson is basically a standalone. So you can come in, you miss the next one, you can come back. Both of those are on Zoom. And I encourage you to continue to learn and grow in your Judaism. This Sunday, we will commemorate Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass, at Temple Israel at 6 p.m. I encourage you all. It's really always a moving service and night, so please join us there. Then Sisterhood Circle next week is going to be doing the continuation of their Creative Arts and Cocktails events. This time they've invited Chef Alexis Sanford, a homegrown Temple Sinai, somebody who grew up with this congregation and became bat mitzvah on this very bima, to share her talents about how to put together a charcuterie board and some entertaining tips. And it should be a lot of fun. Please RSVP soon. Then next Friday, the 15th, we have Rock Shabbat. What? No music to come along, Marcelo? No, don't do it. Nope, you missed the moment. Once every once. It is a lot of fun, and it is a full Shabbat service, just in a very, very different style. So I hope you will join us for that.
There will be some surprises.
Some surprises.
Good music this year.
Okay.
No, you've been here last year. You had fun. You will hear some of the songs that we did last year, but also new music. It's going to be great.
All right. The best thing about this, I have nothing to do with this. I just show up. I'm going to be as surprised as all of you.
Oh, the cantor didn't tell you?
Yeah, I'm not singing. No. Our yearly Hope and Healing program is renewing this year. For those of you who are experiencing new grief or long-standing grief, we encourage you and invite you to participate. There are 3 programs throughout the year. The first one is at Aventura Turnberry on November 19th. Please RSVP to that. That information is there. And then finally, we are coming up on Give Miami Day. Give Miami Day is a really important day in our calendar. Many of you have made financial commitments to the synagogue, prepared to give gifts to the synagogue. This is the day that we hope you will do it, and we hope you will do it through the Give Miami Day portal for 2 reasons. One is because Temple Sinai specifically has a $50,000 matching challenge. We have to have 118 gifts, okay, and a total of $50,000 or more. So please help us make that. That is a really important gift, and we hope that you will do that. It is very easy to do it. You can, I'm not telling you to do this, but you can pay everything on your bill through Give Miami Day, and that is counted. And the second is that when you give a gift, the Miami Foundation does a small percentage, but 5, 6, 7% of what we bring in is not insignificant. And so if you do that, we hope that you will do it. We hope that you will be kind enough to take care of, there's a credit card fee, so sorry about that. But if you would do that, that would help us tremendously. And so please do that. I think that is it. Oh, Shishi Yisraeli. I forgot. November 22nd, a communal Israeli experience, Shabbat, and then potluck picnic. I don't know a lot about this, but I am going to get information this coming week. Thought I was going to get it last week, but I'm getting it next week, and there'll be more information to come, but just coming and being a part of our community. I think that takes care of everything. We are going to conclude with a song appropriate for this Shabbat of Lech Lecha, the song Lechi Lach, page 645 in your Siddur.
Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and I shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat Chaim, Lesimchat Chaim, Lesimchat Chaim, Lechi Lach. You shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing, Lechi Lach.
That promise that God made that we should be a blessing is one that was not given just to Abraham. It was given to all of us. The only way that we become a blessing is through our actions. And so I hope those of you who feel the palace is on fire and those who feel the palace is illuminated, whatever your view is, there is work to be done in our community and in our world, and I hope that this Shabbat will be an encouragement for you to do that. We're going to come down to our well, and we're going to invite Cole and his father, Jeremy, to lead us in Kiddush and Motzi. Invite everybody to come in.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Orei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzah banu, b'shabbat kodesho, Yava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lemaase bereishit ki hu yom techila lemikraei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta yotanu kitashta mikol amim v'shavat אכלת